Hey, this is Miss Alana working on math, being awesome and amazing, and I know you are too. So we are working on day 1 of our fall harvest math, apples. This is day 1, part number 5. If you need the other videos, go find the other videos. I have my sheet. Make sure you have yours so we can get started. Read it with me. It says, a recipe you are making calls for 1.5 pounds of golden delicious apples and 1 3/4 pounds of McIntosh apples. How many pounds of apples do you need in all? Oh, we are making some food. We have a recipe, and I didn't say what recipe it is. Maybe, what do you think we're making? Do you want to make some apple pie, or do you want to make like an apple cobbler, or what other apple food or dessert can we make? So many different things we can make with some apples that are so healthy. Let's begin by using our Cubes Clues. And the first one says to do what? Circle the numbers. Let's circle the numbers. What numbers do you see? Oh, what kind of number is that? That is a fraction. And look, there's another fraction right there. Any other numbers? Oh no, we are done with that. Next step in our Cubes Clues is the use step. The use step says to underline the important word. What words do you see? We could start with the units. Pounds, 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 pounds. And that is a unit for weight, okay? For weight, for mass, to see how heavy something is, how much stuff there is inside of that. Let's see, what else are our important words? Golden delicious apples. And what? Look right there. That's the golden delicious apples right there. And McIntosh apples right there. Bam. There's that. You know what? I think that's where they got the name of the Mac computer. Look, Macintosh apple, like a Mac. It has a picture of an apple. Mind blown. All right, let's see. Any other important words? Okay, you want to do a recipe? Yeah, because recipes are important when you cook. Or not, you could just know how to cook and not in the recipe. Let's do how many apples up in all. Oh, that's a clue. That's a clue right there. We are done with that U step. The next step in our Cubes Clues is the B step, to box the question. Box the question. What is the question? Right here at the end. How many pounds of apples do you need in all? How many pounds do we need? Well, guess what? We have to solve the problem to find that answer out. We're done with that step. The next step, the E step, eliminate unnecessary information. Remember, sometimes they try to trick you. The math problems, they try to trick you. People try to trick you, and life tries to trick you, but guess what? You are smarter than all that. You better tell them I'm smarter than any type of trick that comes my way. Let's look at this problem. Is there anything trying to trick you? Oh no, remember earlier there was some information that we did not need, but for this one, we need all that information. So we are done with that step. The next step is the S step, solve and check. Solve and check. So let us solve this problem. So let's think about it. We're making a recipe. We're cooking. Maybe we're making some, like some applesauce, or maybe some apple pie, or some apple something, and we need some apples. We need 2 kinds of apples. We need what? The golden delicious apples and the McIntosh apples. How much do we need? We need 1.5 pounds of this, so we need 1.5 pounds, abbreviation LBS, and how many of the other one? 1 3/4 pounds, 1 3/4 pounds of that. So we need to figure out how much we need in all. What operation would that be? Gotta put it together. So we need to add. Now, we're adding some different kind of numbers here. We are adding what? Fraction. fractions. But guess what? It's so easy. I'm going to show you something. This right here will change your life. It'll change your life. So let's start off with that one. 1.5 pounds of apples. So imagine that's what? That's one whole. One whole. I'll just write a big old 1 right there. And half is what? Well, I need to cut it in half. Make sure it's even. So I need, that's a half, and that's a half. So how much of that are we using? Not the 2 whole things. We just need that part. So what I am going to do, what I'm going to do, is I'm going to highlight it for you. Oh, you know what? Let me change the color. We need this one. And we need that one. Okay? So we do not need that one. I'm going to cross it out so you don't get confused. Cross that out. All right. Now, the other kind of apple is the Macintosh apple. We need 1 whole and 3/4. These are mixed numbers, mixed fractions, because there's a whole number and a fraction. It's mixed. We like to mix up numbers together. The other one is 1 whole, just like that. 1 whole and 3/4. 3/4 means how many parts do we have? 4 parts. Look right there. This is 1/4, 1/4, 1/4. And do I need that one? Oh no, I'm going to cross that part out. We don't need that one. Let's highlight that part. Let me see. I wonder if you can see this one. Can you see that? Oh, yep, you can see that. So I need 1/4, 1/4, 1/4. Bam. So now what? We need to add them together. So how many holes do you see here? We have 2 holes. And you know what? Let me write this here. Actually, you know what? Let's do it like this. We're going to add these pictures together. 1 hole and 1 hole makes 2 holes. And now look at this. I have 1/2 and 3/4. How am I going to add that together? This right here will blow your mind. Do you see this part? These 2 parts right here? That's the same thing as what? 2/4, which is the same thing as 1/2. So look right here. If I split that, this is like having 1 whole, and instead of 1/2, it's like having 2/4. So 1 and 1/2 is the same thing as 1 and 2/4. And this one, I have 1 and 3/4, which is the same thing as 1 and 3/4, with 1.5 and then a 1/4. So we'll just write 1 and 3/4 for that one. Now, look right here. Do you see this half and that half? That half and that half makes a whole. So we have 1 more whole, and then what's left? 1/4. Do you see that? Do you see what I just did? Look, 1, 2 whole, and then that makes 3 whole, and then 1/4. So that is the same thing as 3 holes and 1/4. Now, look right here. I'm going to show you how we can add that. Okay, so remember that became that, so we're looking at this one and looking at that one. 1 hole and 1 hole makes 2 holes. And then look at this. 2 plus 3, I'm going to show you a trick. 2 plus 3 is 5/4. Because remember, look right here. Remember, if we split that, that's 1/4, 1/4. Look, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/4. Look, 5/4, which is the same thing as 3 and 1/4. That's the better answer right there. That is a simplified version. That is the reduced version. So let's write that answer down. How many pounds of apples do we need in all? I need what? 3 and 1/4 pounds of apples. Bam! We are done with that. Look, we did it a picture way, a model way, and the adding fraction way without any pictures. Do do both ways to help you understand. And we are done with this part. Don't forget, there is a back side, so I'm going to make the video for that now. See you then.